What's up, dudes and dudes of the internet? My name's Scythe, and today we're going to be starting a short series, even though these episodes are probably going to be quite lengthy, of RiME. I've actually been waiting for this game, and it's one of the only games where I actually discovered it based on a YouTube advertisement, because I just randomly saw it at the start of someone's video, and it was like, dude, this game looks absolutely beautiful. Now, the fact that this game is 40 bucks, at least Canadian anyways, is very steep considering from what I've seen with the reviews. This game actually only has like 4 hours worth of gameplay, so hopefully we're gonna be able to get through it relatively quick. Personally speaking, I think that this game is absolutely beautiful, and I'm really excited to show you all what it actually looks like. It's kind of we're on an island and end up actually solving different puzzles and kind of the mystery of the island and why we ended up actually getting down to it. Ah yes, the stars above. Why is it nighttime? What's happening and where am I? I also want to give a quick little heads up for any of you that are watching at home, maybe halfway through this video or something like that. You're sitting there and you go, man, I want to play this game. I want to give you a heads up that while there are the different versions of the game, and I'm going to have links in the description for all of them, on the PC, there's a bit of performance issues. I've actually been reading up a lot of the reviews, and most of the complaints right now are that this game is not entirely optimized. Now, I myself, I do YouTube full time. This is my living. So of course I have a god computer and I can run this game just fine. We may end up running into some slowdown in some sections, but generally speaking, out of the Steam reviews, lots of people are actually at the recommended specs, if not a lot higher, and they're actually running this game at a solid maybe 30 frames or under from what they've said. So I just want you to keep that in mind. Oh man, but don't worry folks, we're gonna be playing this game in 60 frames. Oh, it's beautiful. Hopefully we're not getting around to slowdown. There's some areas that actually do have slowdown, so I've toggled down the shading just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. Lots of remnants of the Ico games, or Ico or Ico. It was actually one of the original games on the PlayStation a million years back. Same creator ended up making The Last Guardian. Completely irrelevant to this game. I'm just kind of saying the similarities in the style. And also, this game really appeals to me because it's very simple, no HUD, you know, very just get right into the game. Here we are, not to mention the absolutely beautiful cartoonish graphics. Like, I really, really love it. Now, we could end up actually going around and exploring the environment. For the most part, it's kind of open world, but it's open world in a confined space, which technically speaking is the same as any open world game, right? But we can explore the environment at our leisure, kind of wander around. There's going to be certain sections of the map that are going to end up being blocked by jellyfish, which is actually going to end up stopping you from going too far into the environment. And then there's lots and lots of collectibles. And the collectibles in this game, while they might not necessarily be the best for replayability, they're actually pretty cool because you can actually end up unlocking different outfits for your character. And then there's also going to be certain progressive unlockables, like a lullaby song that you're slowly unlocking the entire song. And it's absolutely beautiful, like the music and production of this game. So I'm hoping that I can find a nice balance between my audio and the game's audio so that all of you can kind of experience it with me here. Ooh. So already, this is the big area where lots of people, even myself personally, when I was going through this off camera, I was kind of testing out settings and stuff. We've got everything absolutely cranked, except for some of the long distance shadows are not going to be showing up as well, which we can't really see over the mountains anyways, but it was actually trying to load the shadows in the distance. So I would say turn down the shading if you can, if you're playing this at home, because it might end up giving a big performance boost. So the way that the environment kind of ends up working is more of a linear path, even though I say it's kind of open world because we can actually explore these areas and stuff. The forward area is going to end up actually being blocked off from us right now because we have to activate all of these fox statues, and certain ones like this one right here is actually being protected. Get out of here, you stupid piggy. He's protecting his babies, but they give you a nice little visual hint to show you that there's actually a bunch of oranges that were behind them. I've played a little bit, only a little bit, and these ones are kind of just, get out of here, you little beautiful babies. I don't know why we can step on all of these thorns as well, and it doesn't, like, isn't that going to hurt? Excuse me. I'm trying to deliver this food to your friends, dude. Okay, so now let's end up going over here, and then we gotta drop this one down. That's what I mean, like very simplistic puzzles. Of course, they end up getting a little bit more complex further along. Whoa, whoa, settle down there, piggy. Jeez Louise. I like the fact that our character is, like, about the environment, and so far there doesn't seem to be any bad guys. Not yet, anyways. There are gonna be some a little bit further on. What did we end up just doing there? Did that statue... Yeah, that statue activated. So now that is going to end up traveling all the way down to that main statue down there. So that's kind of what we're supposed to be set out to do right now. I can see that there is actually another spire of light over here. So we're gonna go and try and check this out. Get out of here! Go on, get! I like the fact that we can do stuff like that, like the nice animations and stuff, right? Oh my. Okay, so this might not actually work out too well. I guess we'll find out firsthand how fall damage is. Is that brutal fall damage? No, we're actually doing just fine. Okay. So now they actually wants to swim out here. I do want to show you this as well, though, because as you end up coming into the water, you can dive underwater, which is pretty cool, dude, that they actually have that fleshed out. So some of the areas farther are going to end up having, like, lots of, you know, kind of like this right here, where they're going to force us underwater, I guess. I guess it's trying to show us, like, a little tutorial section. Hey, did that person disappear? I think he did. The guy in the red hood who was actually hanging on the ledge. I'm guessing they're supposed to be a relative or something because we have a red cape as well, right? And you can see kind of in the distance there all of the runes that we're going to end up actually getting to a little later on. Okay, we're doing just fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Where are the other foxes that we gotta end up getting in this environment? The music's just spectacular, dude. Really like it. There's actually, I don't know the name off the top of my head, but you'll see they have it advertised like all over the game. But it's actually a very popular YouTuber that ends up doing like violin compositions while kind of being like dressed in cosplay as an in-game character. And apparently this person ended up actually helping design a lot of the soundtrack for this game. So it's got a lot of heat around it with that, you know, like it's really, people are very excited about that. And I think that's awesome that YouTube has given certain people the opportunity to actually get involved with, you know, like new business opportunities, right? I'm fortunate enough where I can end up just kind of getting all these indie contacts and stuff like that. But this game I bought for myself because this is a game that I definitely wanted to support, you know, and I wanted to play through it the entire game with all of you. Now, you know, if I could have ended up getting in contact with the devs, sure, that would have been pretty cool because then I wouldn't have been out $40, but that's perfectly fine. You know, I'm not really looking at it in terms of spending for the quality of the game because the quality is definitely up there. Here's one of the side collectibles, I think, right? Can we pick this up? Yeah, that's going to be one of the side collectibles. Then there's going to be that one down there, which we don't necessarily need to get. We're not going to be going for all the collectibles. There is quite a lot of them. And like I said, though, the thing that I really like about it is the fact that the collectibles kind of end up unlocking different elements. You know, there's going to end up being the lullaby that I mentioned, or story elements and stuff like that. Kind of explain a little bit more about what's actually happening. And really, I really enjoy stuff like that for a collectible where it actually feels like it serves a purpose instead of just going out and grabbing collectibles for absolutely nothing. You know, certain games will actually just have collectibles for achievements, for example, right? And you don't actually get anything to show for it in game, which, you know, that always kind of sucks. Okay, there's Mr. Red Hood again. Are you Robin? As a reference, I don't think most people are going to understand. The Red Hood is from DC. I love Batman. Anyways, now we can climb up here. And this is supposedly, like, I'm pretty sure once we activate all of these, because they actually showed it quite a bit in the trailer, now we are at the point of no return. This is the furthest I've ever been in this entire game. Do we risk it? Do we risk the jump? Yes, we do. Yay! Okay, we're doing just fine. I guess any further than that, and maybe it would actually be, whoa, dangerous. Why did he do that? The jumping mechanics are a little bit scary because sometimes it seems like the game is trying to have a fluent animation rather than having player control. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we come to a cliffside, and rather than just being able to jump and grab it, in most cases, he'll actually kind of drop down like we just did there 2 seconds ago. Okay, shortcut. Shortcut? Is that gonna be a shortcut into the water right there? Probably not. It's probably gonna be a really bad decision. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, at least now we know firsthand that when you end up respawning, it just simply put like we can't deal with fall damage. It's just straight up not going to allow you to fall that far. As soon as you end up falling far enough, it's just gonna end up respawning you. So that's not bad. I like that. I prefer casual games myself because you know, it gives us a lot more opportunity to explore the environment and see what the game wants us to see, rather than, oh, I ended up dying, we gotta go through 5 hours of a loading screen because it has to reload our file to our latest save, as opposed to this, which is just perfect, where it just straight up teleports us back to where we were 2 seconds ago. Okay, so now we're going to end up activating our little fox buddy, as far as I know, right? Do we yell? Ooh, things are happening, dude. Oh. I'm going to say this right here and right now. I hope that this fox, I hope they don't use the bond that we have with this creature as a means to kill him later. You know, to kind of get an emotional rise out of the player. Don't do it, game. I want to save the fox forever and transform into its brother. Or ride it majestically into the sunset. That would be, I'd be fine with that. Absolutely beautiful game, though. The environment is insane. Like, I love it. Oh, man alive. So we could probably sneak into that little cave that was just on our right. Bah! I like how in this game you progress by literally just yelling at things. Like, really. Looks like time is actually passing, too. So hopefully it doesn't end up getting super duper dark, because that always makes for bad videos, doesn't it? Oh, man, look at this. Oh, man alive. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm following you, little foxy. Don't you worry. I don't know what I'm... Get out of the way. Why did that thing actually push me? Is that thing attacking me? Like, really, what was that? Huh! How do I actually climb up? Or, oh, okay, so they're gonna actually throw stuff around in the environment that we ourselves have to kind of interact with. Okay, so there's the puzzle aspect. Let me actually adjust a little bit of the audio here, because I'm noticing that the game sounds are a lot louder than the music. Okay, hopefully that's gonna be a little bit of a better balance, because I want you to be able to experience the music over the sound effects, because otherwise when we went over to that fox, man alive was he loud. Hello, little buddy. You want to play and be friends? He's adorable. Yes! Join me. Join the side of darkness. The red cloak barons will destroy the nature environment. Something hello? Is it our friend? Yeah, it is! He's got nice little chompers though, so watch out. Easy, dude. It's okay. Lead me. This also reminds me of Okami, which was a game that I never ended up playing, but always looked at in awe because it was very beautiful, kind of like this. But in that game, you were actually controlling a wolf. As far as I've heard anyways, it was very much like a Zelda game. And it was really cool because you were kind of like a forest/life spirit. And that's kind of what I think is so cool about this area too. Or this game, I mean, is it just kind of seems to be, you know, kind of very, very, like... Well, kind of deep like that, I guess I'll say. I like how we don't have to stand like... Oh, do we have to be able to hit all of them at once? Is that the whole point? Oh, never mind. We just had to time it properly or something. Whatever. Get out of the way. Shoo! Go on. Get out of here, you little pig. So here comes the nighttime, which... Rip! I don't know. I don't like it. I want it to be daytime all the time, please. Oh, he's gonna teach us the environmental puzzle. So look at this. I ended up actually seeing this in somebody's video review. Good thing that I did, because otherwise I might not have been able to figure it out. So we gotta actually stand on this thing and kind of line up the environment. And then it ends up intuitively unlocking a doorway. Really, really cool, dude. I like stuff like that. So that's kind of... I'm really curious to see what the further puzzles are going to end up being as we get further and further along on the island, and kind of see what ends up ultimately happening. Because I know that there's, like, robots and all sorts of really, really bad guys that we end up running into a little later. Whee! Oh, that wasn't even... Okay. What is this little skull thing? What is the point of this? Why would we push this? Oh, I see, so that we can bring it over to this platform right here. It looks like a skull though, doesn't it? I kind of like it. It looks like a chibi little skull. I love it. It's adorable. Okay, climb up the environment. Come on, boy. You can climb faster. He's actually doing better than me. Lizards! I want to eat them, man. They look delicious. I know that that's wrong, but it reminds me of... Aha! I see. Reminds me of Rune Viking Warlord, which was another game I grew up with, completely separate from this one, but your character would literally, like, eat the lizards. Okay. So, they're just telling us straight up to put the skull down on the skull platform, and then I like how it actually seemed to automatically move the skull a little bit and get it into the perfect position. So now... Aha! That's actually really cool, dude. And I like how it seamlessly ends up, like, engaging in the environment. You know? Like, that's the thing that I like. I like these types of puzzle games where it's very simplistic and very straightforward, you know? Of course, we're going to end up getting to other points that, ooh, are going to be more complicated. Oh, my. So we're trying to get to that tower, I guess. And once we end up getting up there, now that's going to be really curious. Or got me really curious, I mean, because what are we going to end up actually doing with that? I don't know. Okay, so what's the deal with this then? We can move this. Oh, we got to get it through the doorway. Okay. So they want us to go through the environment first to kind of unlock it and then end up getting the skull. Okay, maybe not. What the... Do we literally have to bring it all the way up here? I don't quite understand. What are we supposed to do here? Okay, so we can crank this. Whoa, I don't understand what we're doing here. Like, why are we turning the environment? Or turning the, this main thing right here? Oh, I see. Because we can end up... Oh, that's not going to be enough. Can we push this? No, we can't push that one. So, do they want us to actually do something crazy here in the environment first? Because otherwise, this is not going to end up being enough for us to actually set up the doorway, is it? Maybe it would be? Or maybe it's that we have to get this all the way to the other skull point? Let's just work with it. Go straight for what the game is actually trying to tell us to do. Because otherwise this might end up working? Maybe? Okay. Well, let's see. Do these line up? Because otherwise there's not really anything else that we can end up interacting with. Okay, so that's going to serve for just that one... Or the one corner. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh, I see. So then there's going to end up being like... That's probably for a collectible. But this one over here, we're going to have to straight up, like, rotate this sucker to end up getting the right camera angle for the skull to be underneath. But that's still not going to end up actually being enough because we need a little bit more to bring into the environment for this. But for some reason, we can't actually push this one around. Great. Here I am already stuck. Well, you know what? Let's just ignore it and whee! Oh. Okay, that didn't end up working out. So there's got to be something else that we can interact with. Also, it seems like the nighttime is just here now. So maybe that's kind of on purpose, where the time is just very linear and going to pass at specific moments, right? So let me go back here and see if I can do anything with this. Oh. Okay, so the golden arch is what we have to actually end up designing. I see. So we don't actually have to take up the entirety, like the entire white area. The white area is what we don't actually need. Okay, that's interesting. Good thing that we ended up figuring that out right at the beginning, because otherwise, yikes, man, that was giving me a lot of trouble. Also, while we're turning this thing, this one anyways, it doesn't seem like we can just stop it at any different angle. It only ended up working in facing this way and now just facing this way. So it seems like, at least for now, it's very automatic. Of course, I was overthinking it, but again, I wasn't entirely sure, like, what we were supposed to end up actually doing with that, like, you know, because I also ended up seeing this doorway right here, and I was wondering, how are we actually going to end up opening that and interacting with that? But seems like we got it. We're actually doing pretty good. Wow! Okay. Okay, it's okay, kid. Easy does it there. Now, we could go over into that section, which is a golden door, which, like, again, it's like, does that mean that we're supposed to actually go and open that up? I don't know. Let's just follow our little fox friend, if he's even around, but I am going to follow the Red Cloak Baron, because he's down here. No, no, come back! Father, where'd you go? No. Oh, he automatically teleported away. What is this? Can I yell at it? Did we just sing to it? Do we just keep tapping the Y button? It seems like generally it's getting louder and better, right? I don't know. Well, we'll leave that. That's pretty cool either way. Although I don't exactly know what it's supposed to be for. Yeah. Also, I was messing around. There seems to be a roll function. So I guess we would... Uh-oh. Is this a collectible? Or is this a key? Nope, that's a key. That's not a collectible. Aha, but here's a key door. So, this game's gonna get pretty complicated further on, folks. I'm really gonna run into some trouble with it. I just know it. The fact that we already ran into some trouble so early on is pretty crazy. Okay, so what is this going to do? Ooh. What am I yelling at it for? So do we gotta race around the environment? And kind of, yeah, they're on a time limit. So we gotta try and find out which one is going to end up actually, you go ahead and do whatever you've got to do. We gotta try and see which one is going to end up taking the longest to get to the final destination, right? So that one was pretty short. The one that we first ended up interacting with seemed pretty long, but let's try this out and see if this is what they want us to do. Nope, nope, nope. That is not really going to end up doing what we want to do. So we have to somehow, like, yell or get to the center of it all in order to yell and gather them all. I'm not exactly sure, but let's just go with the little fox right now and kind of see what ends up happening, right? Oh my. Shout on each of the towers? Is that what they're trying to tell us? Yeah, they're telling us to shout on one of the towers and kind of make a nice laser stream of death back to the center here. I'm assuming, because otherwise, yeah, there's that right there, and that's going to end up being our shout-o-meter. So we got to get up to the top of that one, or maybe it's that we have to get that orb up to the top of that tower. All right, well, anyways, enough messing around. Let's just get right to it. Still an absolutely beautiful game, but, woo! I'm surprised how, like... Okay, that was beautiful. I'm surprised how quickly we got into it, you know? Like, right away, it's just like, bam! You're exploring the environment, and you're doing stuff, dude. Okay, that fox is somewhere around nearby. He's kind of scaring me. Good. Good. Because otherwise, that was scaring me for a minute there, that we weren't going to be able to make it. Like I needed to specifically get to the right spot or something. What is with these little shouty things? Like, they really like us messing around with these, don't they? So is that one perma in there? No, it's not. How does it end up actually working? So we can shout at both of these. Oh, and then he just stops in the environment. So that's going to end up getting those two. But it's not going to get the ones that are on the edge. There's got to be, like, some type of a secret here. Maybe it gives us more power or something to our yell. Or is that going to... Aha. Okay. And then there's another one up over on that other section, too. Can we do this? Hello? Do we gotta time it right? Can you turn around, boy? There we go. Okay, that was real close there. Okay. That was doubly close there. Well, let's try and go over here. See what's what. See what we're actually messing around with. Ooh. What? Okay. So that's going to end up generating a bigger shout area. Okay, that's pretty cool. So we can use this, yeah, to hit things that are through the environment and further than we could end up shouting. So, like the picture showed, it's a shout orb or something to that effect, right? So we go over here and use it right here, right? And then that's going to end up unlocking the gateway, activating the elevator for us, and everything all at once. Awesome. Okay. It's a good thing that little gold trim was there, because otherwise I was scared for a minute that we weren't going to be able to make it. So now we gotta get 3 more. Don't step on the eggs, kid. Seriously. Okay. Okay. Here we go. We got one of these to deal with. So is this going to be close enough is the real question to actually activate that one over there? Oh, it did. Oh my. That's quite surprising. So now we're on a time limit. Go, go, go! Yell, boy! And then we activate all those at once? Ah! Okay, cool. And it is free now. Which that's gonna be that shout orb that we needed to bring up to the top of the environment, right? Unless that's already it. Like, are we done? Nope. Okay, so we do have to climb up to it ourselves. Oh, I see, because it's gonna make a nice chain reaction from each of the orbs one to another. We're also slowly creating more of the environment for us to climb up, which is pretty neat. Oh, wow. No, I wanted to see that scenic view, but that's cool. Instead, I'll take the scenic view of the cliff face, which is terrifying. Where are we supposed to go? Where do they want us to go? I don't oh, never mind. Those are vines that we have to climb, right? Haha, there we go. Then we climb to the left here. There we go. The parkour is a little bit sticky, but it's fine. It works for a puzzle game. And now we get to the top. Okay, that was a close one. Real close one, kind of. Oh my, stop showing me death. Like, seriously, you don't gotta keep showing me what would happen if I fell. Wait, how do we climb up any further than this? How do we climb up any further? Why is he not climbing any further than this? Oh, there we go, because I needed to go into that little lip section first, and then go around. Okay, so that's actually a thing. Ooh, beautiful. Ah! Cool, dude. So that's going to activate all those guys. Yeah, okay, so it's not a timing thing. It was just straight up us activating it. Ooh! Oh. So we can dive in there and... Oh! That's sick, dude. This game's beautiful. Okay. So are they going to automatically teleport us? Oh, they give us a nice little shortcut. Okay. So that's not bad. Can we just climb off the ledge? Is that kind of the point? Like, we do have a nice little shortcut here, right? Where's our Foxy? Foxy? Where is he? Oh, he's down there. Yeah, he is trying to show us that there's a nice shortcut. The spirit of the fox disappeared. Oh, no. Get up, boy. Get up. I'm surprised that because he's barefoot, like, he's doing just fine. You know, his feet would be, like, broken or something like that. Jeez. Okay. So, wait, where did that key go? Or is that still just in the center? And maybe that's the whole point, is now that the water's here, we don't dive underwater, we just swim to the center. I see. Okay. Oddly enough, aspects of this game, like just kind of the environment, remind me of the Metroid Prime for some reason. Not exactly sure. Now, okay. Okay, so we need 2 keys in order to actually activate whatever this thing is. So let's put one of them in here. And then I'm guessing that that's where, like, there's a archway behind us. Yeah, gold is always something that you have to actually interact with and activate. But this one right over here is kind of literally trying to show us, there's a key over here. Find me. Find me, Damien. Come free me. Yes, I will. Oh, my. Okay, so I hope that this isn't going to be an evil pig to deal with, right? Shoo! Go on, get! Oh, we need to use him to destroy the vines in the environment. Okay. Can we scare him up the stairs? No, we cannot. That's what the fruit is for. Okay. Come here, little buddy. Come here. Come on. Come on. There you go. Oh, dude, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. So what did that do for us? Oh, that just opened a doorway, which apparently is on a time limit. Come on, camera. What? Wait, what is this? Is this the thing we yell at? Nope. It's a thing we pick up. Okay. Oh, but you saw how we could actually... Oh, that's beautiful. How we could throw it, right? Because now we have to take it. No! Oh, stupid physics, man. Okay, can we secretly... I hope that we can secretly get it up here. Can you throw it up there, boy? Come on. Oh, we can't. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. That means we're gonna run into stuff like this further on. That's the thing too. I'm really curious to see, like, is this gonna be one of those games where they just use like a handful of puzzles once or twice, or are they going to just constantly keep repeating the same puzzles over and over? So now we gotta try and get. Yep, there we go. Woo! Okay, those physics scared me, dude. Something that should be so simple is so complex. Getting the light switch over to the other spot. That's really cool, though. I wonder if we're going to end up using that lighting thing a little bit later on. Oh, man, that water's beautiful. To deal with, like, bad guys in the environment, maybe? Don't worry, Foxy. I'm coming. I'm almost there, dude. I like how he's a better climber than us, even though he's got 4 legs and no thumbs. But, whatever. Oh, my. Okay. So there's an orb up here. What's the point? Can't we just carry it down? Oh, we gotta somehow get it to the other side. Okay. So I guess the point is that if we put this where? Here? That's gonna give us a nice little ledge to deal with. Okay. But then if we take this one out, there's another orb right there. So can't we just drop this on the ground and then grab this one while the other one's on the ground? Oh. Nope, you can only have one at a time. Interesting. How would that end up working then? Because we need both of the orbs. Like, we need to have one here to get this platform going. Oh, I see. And then we could grab this one right here. Unless that's just us, like, remaking the orb. Oh. Oh, okay. So there isn't an extra orb. We just put this one here. And then if we grabbed it out of that fish up top there, it would end up kind of respawning. Like that fish right there that opens up its mouth is actually just the same orb that we had in our hands 2 seconds ago. Okay, so there's only 2 at a time no matter what you do. Then that's not necessarily complex. I think that the game is actually just trying to teach us stuff as far as the environment is concerned and these puzzles are concerned. Again, I'm hoping that it doesn't end up repeating the same puzzle like 5 zillion times, but because of the fact that I hear this game is so short, I'm assuming that we're going to end up just running into this stuff like maybe once or twice, right? Okay, so what is this going to end up actually doing for us? Oh, that's pretty cool. So that's going to generate the key for us? Right? Aha! Oh! Cool, dude. Pick it up. The power is mine. How did that help us? This is like a secret path down? Whoa! I like how he can roll like a freak like that. That's actually kind of funny. Oh, I didn't even realize that it was the daytime while we were messing around, and now it's already going to be nighttime again. Ew! The nighttime is uggles. Seriously, get out of my face. So, I guess there would be a lot of collectibles and stuff. There must be like more to this place. Maybe the giant tower literally is going to be something that will end up climbing all the way up. Senpai, notice me! Because otherwise we're already done with this area and going right into the tower that's up ahead, right? Unless something's gonna go horribly wrong. I don't know, but I'm really curious to see. He transformed into a staircase. Ooh! And pictures of the... Oh, I get it. So the king, like, lost his son or something, and I guess that's us? Maybe? What happens if I yell? Or am I the king? And the sea took us away or something? I don't know. Oh, it's beautiful. But you know what, folks? I think that's how we're, that's all the time that we have for today. We're gonna have to call it here, and then we'll have to explore this tower in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciate it. Hope that you're gonna enjoy this new series, everybody, as much as I'm gonna enjoy playing it. Again, it's not really gonna be a very long one. I'm assuming maybe 5-6 episodes of this length, so hopefully we can get through it relatively quick. Thanks for watching, though. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sign on. Stay epic, everybody.